Today I'm gonna show you my lightsabers. Not just because I want to flex on you. Well, I mean, I do want to flex on you. No, but seriously, a lot of you have been asking me to show my lightsabers, and I swear to God that you really asked me. It's not like, oh, a lot of you have been asking about my skincare routine, so here's all my products. No, seriously, I also wanted to sort of like talk about this, talk about my lightsaber journey, where I started, where I'm now, and I feel like I am able to do this video now because I have I wouldn't say I have a lot of lightsabers, but I have few lightsabers compared to like last year where I only had like two of them at the same time. So yeah, I feel like I'm in better place to show my lightsabers. But before I start, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can create more of these videos, and consider liking this video, and at the end of the video let me know in the comments which one of my lightsabers did you like the most. Also, there is a lightsaber giveaway currently going on. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram channel. And that's it. You have until the end of the month and you are able to win a Baselet lightsaber from Saber Theory, which is coincidentally a website that I buy and get a lot of my lightsabers from. I think like 90% of my lightsabers are from Saber Theory, so it's one of the brands that I would 100% recommend. Now let's get to it. So this first lightsaber, it's actually my first one, my first ever lightsaber. And it's this Baselet, it's not even RGB, that's what's so fun about it. Like, this was my first lightsaber that I bought on, I think it was AliExpress, and it only had red color, so I couldn't change it. It didn't have smooth swing, it didn't have anything, but I was so freaking happy. This lightsaber is actually what made me start TikTok. I just wanted to flex. this lightsaber to everyone. I got like 100 views on my first video and I was like, oh my god, people are loving this. So yeah, it doesn't work unfortunately anymore because I sort of dropped it on a concrete multiple times and the whole electronics just fell out, so there isn't a button to start. I just use it to spar with my girlfriend or just do some tricks with it, like learn some tricks so I don't destroy any more of my new lightsabers. But this always will have a soft spot in my collection, and I'll try to keep it for as long as I can. It looks kinda cool. Then I got two of these. I unfortunately lost the second one somewhere. Maybe I still have it somewhere, I'm not sure, because I moved it around a lot. These were a step up from the Baselet single color. These are actually Baselet RGBs with no smooth swings as well, which means that they can change colors, but that's pretty much it, and they glow. But they were pretty cool. They were for like, I don't know, like $60. The first one was like $50, I think. Yeah, something like that. And I had to save up like a few months for it because I didn't have any money back then. So yeah, also this one doesn't work anymore. I just, as I said, use it for duels and for like practice. And then I bought these two. I bought them in pair because I really wanted a lightsaber like a dual blade. So the neat thing about them is that they connect. And one thing that was sort of like bugging me are these holes, because whenever I try to spin them, they're sort of like sharp, so I used to cut my hand a lot, and so I tried to fix it with taping it over them. So yeah, it also made it look a little bit better. Once again, these are just RGB baselets. I didn't really have money to buy any better lightsabers back then, and I didn't really want to. I mean, of course I wanted to, but I just didn't have the budget for them. Unfortunately, again, only one of them works, and I think it's this one. No, I'm pretty sure that one of them works, but they're probably out of battery. But yeah, Again, I was dropping my lightsabers a lot. I was doing all sorts of damage on them, so I wouldn't be surprised if none of them actually worked anymore. But I really like these ones. They were cool, they are pretty much balanced. No additional stuff except for the holes in them. These two were a package deal and they were like $90 for both of them, I think, on AliExpress LGT website. So now we have a lightsaber. That was my first like a proper lightsaber. It's a Golden Harvest from Dark Wolf. Yeah, Dark Wolf. And it's not a Neopixel, it's not a Xenopixel, it's a different type of a board. It's called, as I said, Golden Harvest. What it does is that you can change the blade fonts that are installed in this blade, but you cannot like add new ones. The light of it is pretty cool, especially like with all sorts of different blade fonts. And the sound is great, it has a smooth swing, it's obviously RGB. The design, I really liked it back then, I sort of like it now. It's great for especially duelings. I use this one in a lot of my like lightsaber videos because it just fits really nicely into your hand and you can spin it pretty easily. So yeah, this was my first proper one. I was super happy to get this one. I had to wait like 2 months to get this one and I was so stoked. I still remember like the feeling when I turned the lightsaber on and the glow from it was so much better than the RGB ones, like the Baselet ones, and I was like, oh my god, this is great, this is great. So as I said, again, I have a soft spot for this one. It's one of my favorites to spin with, and it wasn't even really like that much of money back then. I think it was like $200, yeah, something like that. Then I got this ObiWan Canopy lightsaber, and man, I couldn't be happier with this one. It was my first replica lightsaber, and when I saw it for the first time, when I unpacked it, I was like, oh my god, this is great. This is Neopixel. No, sorry, it's a Xenopixel. It's a Xenopixel because I didn't have money to buy a Neopixel, and I just love the design. It still works. I just don't have the blade for it yet. Like, I have it, but I just don't want to install it. And I love the ObiWan Canopy lightsaber design. I'm still thinking about buying the weathered one from Saber Theory now that they have it. But I just love the classic thin neck with gold and black and silver combination. I think that's really what sets this lightsaber apart from other lightsabers. And as I said, very happy with it, wouldn't change it. It's not ideal for spinning because of the thin neck. It's also sort of like unbalanced, but it looks great on the shelves behind me, so I love this one. And now comes the lightsaber that I'm using in 99% of my videos. It's this Revan V1 lightsaber. And if you ever want a replica that's great for spinning, this is your go-to saber. It's simple, it's sleek, the color combination is great. I am sucker for gold on sabers, and especially this right here. This what makes it the best lightsaber for spinning in my collection right now. It's like, it fits your hand really nice, and you are able to do all sorts of spins with it. And also the fact that it's Revan's lightsaber. I still have to get his second one, just to get the collection, but it has all those spikes that are not very suitable for anything, so I'm really happy with this one. I'll probably get a Neopixel version of this one soon because I really love it, and as I said, it's my favorite one. The hilt is nicely done, nothing that would like obstruct your grip on it, and it's great for two-handed option as well. So as I said, once again, I cannot recommend this lightsaber enough if you want to spin with it and also have lightsaber that looks great. And this lightsaber I've wanted for a long time. It's lightsaber of my favorite character, Anakin Skywalker, and it is just great. I mean, it's from Revenge of the Sith, The design is absolutely amazing. I love this replica. At first I didn't really know how to spin with it, but then I just sort of like found a grip that suits me right around here and right here. So I sort of like use it in some of my videos, but mostly just sitting on my shelf looking nice. Once again, it's a Neopixel, it's not a Neopixel yet. I've been thinking about getting this one in Neopixel version as well, but for now on I'm just happy with it as it looks absolutely amazing. Once again, I don't have the blade installed in it, it just sits on my shelf, but it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm just repeating myself, but I mean, honestly, like, it is my favorite lightsaber and I cannot get enough of it. Also, I've lost the white crystal that was supposed to be here, so I just replaced it with the red crystal that also comes in with the lightsaber, and I think it suits a little bit better. Also, I kind of want to get a Vader's lightsaber as well to be right next to it, because they both are one of my favorite lightsaber designs ever and my favorite character as well. So yeah, I'll probably get it. So this was Anakin lightsaber, and then I really wanted to get this one because I wanted to make a cosplay for this character, and I did. So this is the Dark Saber from Saber Theory. This one is Neopixel as well, I think. Yeah, it is Neopixel. I used to have two, but I got rid of the second one. That was a Baselet, that was the first Dark Saber that I got from them, and I just kept this one, this Neopixel. And it is such a unique lightsaber, or like a Dark Saber. The design, the blade, especially the blade, because it looks amazing. And once again, it has motion controls and it just looks great with my Mando cosplay, because Mandalorian became one of my favorite characters as well. So I was like, okay, so I really wanted to make a cosplay, and I didn't know who to cosplay because I just didn't want to cosplay like a Jedi or Sith. So for my first proper cosplay that I made from scratch, I picked Mandalorian, and it was a hard battle. You can see my pictures on my Instagram. But in the end, the cosplay turned well, and it's mostly thanks to this Dark Saber, because it just adds to Mandalorian look. So yeah, this is probably like in top 5, or no, it's like 6 in my collection, just because of the blade. It's so unique. Next up we have this Darth Maul Neopixel replica, and this was my first Neopixel, and man, that was such a battle to install the fonts, because for those of you who have Neopixels, like the Profi Neopixels, you can install custom fonts, you can create custom fonts for it, so they have different effects, and I've struggled with it a lot. I had a lot of help from some of my friends, and thankfully we sort of did it. So this was my first Profi Neopixel. I absolutely love how long it is, how simple it is, and yet it's instantly recognizable as, like, yeah, that's Darth Maul's lightsaber. Also, I've been lucky enough to get this signed by Sam Witwer. He's the voice of Darth Maul in Clone Wars series and Rebels. He also voiced Starkiller and Palpatine in Lego Skywalker Saga, I think. And he was a great dude, lots of fun with him. So this one is sort of like, I spin with it from time to time, but I just don't want to wear the sign out, so mostly it just sits on my shelf, and it looks phenomenal. Yeah, I tried to like replace the word fantastic, because I've been using it a lot, and I have no idea how I got to the phenomenal. Is that even a word? I think so. Anyway, the cool thing is that you basically get 2 lightsabers for the price of 1 with this. That's why I sort of like picked this as my first Neopixel, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get 2 lightsabers, that's gonna be so cool, and I never used them as this. But yeah, you can split them and you can connect them as well. They both have like Neopixel blades in them, so great for the price, I would say. And you can easily connect them back again to be sort of like this big chunky piece of phenomenal. I'm not even pronouncing it right. Never mind. I'm from Czech Republic. I get a pass. But yeah, this one looks absolutely fantastic. We'll take a break with the cool looking ones, with the replicas and Profi Neopixels, and I just wanted to show you these two. They are Baselet RGBs, pretty much the same model. It's called Youngling on Saber Theory's website. And the reason I got these two is because me and my girlfriend, we duel a lot, and we do sort of like these dueling videos, and Xenopixels and Neopixels aren't really suitable for that unless you have like a dual grade blade and lightsaber, which I don't have. So I wanted to pick these two to sort of like have something to play with. Surprisingly, for Baselet they have motion controls, so you cannot you can pretty much like twist them on and off. Now back to our replicas, and this is also one of my favorites. I know I have a lot of favorites, but I mean, come on. For those of you who played Fallen Order, you will know, you get it. So this is my Cal Kestis lightsaber, or Jaro Tapal lightsaber, because that's the owner of the lightsaber. And then when he died, spoiler alert, he passed this lightsaber to Cal Kestis. And I went for this like broken, damaged look of the lightsaber. I really like these shields here and how the lightsaber is pretty much like longer than any other lightsaber. What I did with this one is that I painted it. I did the battle damage here, as you can see, and added some rust as well, because it came in with like this basic metal color, and I didn't really like that, so I decided to go down on it and sort of like mess around with it, and I really like the outcome. As I said, this is a Profi Neopixel, and this is my like first completely customized lightsaber.
Just a simple wonder.
So I added some fonts, some blade styles, and some fonts. So this one is from Star Wars Visions. It's a Ronin's font. It is like this sort of a crack into it. Once again, it has motion controls. I also added like this color changing blade and many more. You can literally do millions of combinations and fonts, which is why the price for Profi Neopixels is a little bit higher than for the Xenopixels or Baselets. But yeah, I really like Fallen Order, I love Cal Kestis, and this lightsaber was a must-have for me. Ooh. Now I'm not sure if anyone's gonna recognize this saber. I already made a review for it. It's from Star Wars High Republic comics and books, and it's a lightsaber of a Jedi Master called Talangios, and it's this unique looking crossguard. This crossguard has like makes much more sense than Kylo Ren's crossguard, since it has like a connected crossguard here, and the blades actually like protect it way more. It's a long one as well. I like the color combinations, and I like how it looks more like a medieval lightsaber. The only downside this lightsaber has is
Just a simple
that the blades here don't lit up. I have no idea why. It is a poor decision, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It would be instantly my favorite lightsaber if these two blades would lit up. Otherwise, this is like a solid 8 due to the medieval design and the crossguard. I also customized it. It's a Profi Neopixel as well. For example, I did this split lightsaber blade from Fett's website. It's supposed to be like an Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And I also have like
just a simple wonder.
these slow igniting ones. You can change the ignition speed as well. You can change pretty much anything you want on the Profi Neopixel lightsaber. It's just a little bit harder to learn, but there are tons of guides on YouTube. For example, Lando Sabers, he did a great guide on how to install fonts to Profi Neopixel, so definitely check him out. And I'll give you a closer look at the Stellangios lightsaber. I like the pommel here. It's like a massive one. It sort of like makes the weight balance a little bit better, even though this is super hard to spin with. I use it for a few of my videos and I will never use it again to spin because it is super hard and super painful to spin with, so it just looks cool and I really wanted it. Now, before I show you my last 3 lightsabers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button and like the video. Also, don't forget to let me know which lightsaber of mine is your favorite and which one would you want. Alright, so the next lightsaber is this Grand Inquisitor lightsaber from Rebels and Canopy series. No, it doesn't spin, but it can be folded like this to create like a short version of it, like a folded version of it. Jesus Christ. That sounded stupid, right? That was like incredibly stupid, like short version of it. Jesus. I'm still like incredibly nervous when I do these types of videos because English is not my first language, and so sometimes I say things that don't really make sense. Anyway, back to the lightsaber. I absolutely love the design. It is sleek, it is round, the black, red and silver color looks amazing. It looks great with the red lightsaber. Also, it has a second blade here, but there just isn't enough space. The only downside is that it obviously doesn't spin. It is not as great for spinning as you would think it is, because like this barrier right here. So mostly I just use it to look cool, and it's great on display. Then we have this Starkiller lightsaber, and man, this lightsaber design is so great with the exposed crystal chamber. I absolutely love it. The crystal lights up as well. Love how it looks, love Starkiller's character. It's as well a Profi Neopixel. It's a little bit harder to spin, which most of these replicas are, because like Star Wars lightsabers have like really cool designs, but most of them aren't as useful for spinning or like combat, but they just look nice. And I really wanted to get this one because it's the first open chamber crystal lightsaber that I saw, and as I said again, Starkiller's character is great. I just regret that I didn't get this one signed from Sam Witwer. Maybe next time. And yeah, this is the Starkiller's lightsaber with open crystal chamber. And the last one that I just got today as a surprise from Saber Theory is Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. I wanted to do a review on this video, on this lightsaber, but most of you have already seen Luke's lightsaber, so it looks almost as ObiWan's Canopy lightsaber, because like Luke was obviously inspired by ObiWan when he crafted his own lightsaber. It's also a Profi Neopixel, and I thought that this one would be harder to spin, but to be honest, it's like pretty easy to spin with, to play with, and I sort of like fell in love with the design and with the like simple yet like sort of like elegant look of the lightsaber. I love the thin necks, they are great but not very useful. And this one doesn't have the motion control yet. I have to program it in. But Luke is one of my favorite characters as well. I don't really like him as much as, for example, Anakin, but his journey from becoming like his hero journey basically really inspired me when I was younger, and I'm happy to finally have his lightsaber. So now I sort of like have Luke's lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber, ObiWan's lightsaber. The only one that's missing so far is Vader's lightsaber that I got on the way, and Leia lightsaber that I want to buy for my girlfriend. So yeah, this was the last one. I don't think that I have any more lightsabers. Obviously I will have more lightsabers in the future because it sort of became my hobby to collect lightsabers. Yes, I am Grievous, or I'm trying to be Grievous. It's a really it's not a cheap hobby, but it's a hobby that makes you go, oh yeah, I have lightsabers. Yeah, I collect lightsabers for fun. I'm cool, right? Right? Now anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And may the Force be with you always.